James Turner for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to discuss this because this happened roughly, I'm going to say, a month ago. I never had a chance to make a video about it, but I'm a big fan of this guy, and I'm very intrigued about his career. I think he's one of the best fighters in the sport right now. I think he should easily be on the pound-for-pound list, but the reality is most people don't watch enough boxing to even know that this guy, how great this guy is, and that's none other than the amazing boy himself, Kenshiro Teraji. You know, big fan of him here, big fans of him here on True School Sports. You know, he's had a dominant run throughout his career as one of the best, if not the best, light flyweight of his era, at least since Roman Gonzalez. And he's now that time has now come to a close. You know, he's been there for a long time. Damn near 10 years now. He's been a light flyweight. Kenshiro has announced that he's officially vacated his belts at light flyweight, and he's going to be moving up to flyweight to pursue a world title in a second weight class. He's going to be gunning for the WBC title that was recently relinquished from Julio Cesar Martinez because he's a PED drug cheat. And they ruled his fight against Angelina Cordova that happened earlier in the year a no contest because he cheated, right? So that's the route he's going to go. And that being said, I think there's a lot of great fights out there for Kenshiro. I mean, you look at the WBC rankings right now, you got Sonny Edwards, who's in the top 5, Galal Yafai, who's in the top 5. You got Angelina Cordova, who probably does deserve another shot because he fought a juiced up Julio Cesar Martinez and still fought very well against him. He'll probably deserve another shot. You got Hirota Kayaguchi, who's lower in the rankings. You got him. You got Christopher Rosales. So there is no shortage of options for Kenshiro at 112 pounds. Jonathan Bomo Gonzalez, whom he was supposed to fight at 108, has also moved up to flyweight. So maybe they could do a fight between those two because they have unfinished business. You know, they were supposed to unify the titles. Jonathan Gonzalez kept getting injured and kept pulling out. And I know from when I was in Japan, speaking of Kenshiro, he was very confident about his chances in that fight. He liked that fight a lot. And he was very humble. He was had a lot of humility when I asked him about the fight. But when, you know, really, the impression I got was that he thinks he's going to stop that dude. And I think he could stop Jonathan Gonzalez. But we got to see the fight because Bomo Gonzalez is a good fighter. But, yeah, I mean, I think 112 pounds for however long Kenshiro is in this weight class, it could be the most interesting part of his career because I just mentioned all those fights. I'm not even talking about the fact that one of his former opponents, Anthony Olascuaga, he's fighting for the WBO title at 112 pounds, not this weekend, but a week from the time I'm making this video. So I'm making this video on July 13th. So next weekend, he'll be fighting Rico Kanu for the vacant WBO title. If he winds up becoming champion, theoretically, he could defend his belt against Kenshiro and try to avenge that loss. Or Kenshiro can go try to get a WBC belt. Olascuaga has a WBO belt, and then they can do a rematch unification, which would be great because if anybody who watched their fight, you would know that Kenshiro Anthony Olascuaga was one of the best fights of 2023. So I'm excited, man. I think this is going to be a chance for Kenshiro to really show another level of greatness. I feel like he's been slept on for a very long time. You know, in Japan, Naoya Inoue is Japanese boxing. He gets all the headlines. He's the star. He's on all the magazines there. He's on all the billboards. He's the monster, right? He's that guy. But even outside of him, like guys like Junto Nakatani and Kazuda Ayoko, they get more of the headlines than Kenshiro. And really and truthfully, when you really cut it up, slice it and dice it, Kenshiro won his first world title in 2017. He's got I think he's like 5th most. He's in the top 5 for the most active world title defenses amongst active fighters in boxing. So I just think he's a great fighter. He's been great for a long time. He's beaten some very good fighters along the way. I think he's got one of the best 1-2s, the best jab, straight right hand combinations in boxing. Whenever people like to say like, oh, fighters in the low weight class don't got no punching power, he'll be one of the first guys I point to because to me, he is one of the best knockout artists in the sport. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it all comes down to that textbook steak knife, sharp, straight right hand. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he adapts his style to a new weight class with bigger guys. if I had it my way, the fight I'd like to see the most at flyweight for Kenshiro would be Sonny Edwards, because Sonny Edwards is going to be a bigger guy than him. Although he's not a big puncher, he's very elusive. He's hard to hit. And I would like to see if Kenshiro's punching power could put a dent in Sonny Edwards and how he deals that kind of a style. I know Sonny Edwards had discussed in the past, and he had mentioned in interviews in the past, that it would be a dream for him to go to Japan to fight. So if it's still a dream of his, now it's close to becoming a reality with Kenshiro, the amazing boy, moving up in weight. So those are just my preliminary thoughts on his announcement that he's going to become a flyweight. And I'll be continue to look. Once we get more news on Kenshiro, I'll definitely have some more videos from you guys. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you want to see Kenshiro fight at 112 pounds? There's a lot of great fights out there. I named most of the guys he's probably going to fight. But yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you could love me or you can hate me, but I'm just giving Daniel. So until next time. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterbury, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.